and archive. And so depending on how often you need to use the data, it is categorized, right? So and the pricing also varies across the three different tiers. So for instance, when you're talking about the hot access tier, the hot access tier is optimized for storing data that is accessed frequently. So if you need uh, data access, or if you need to access data on a regular basis, you would use you would go for the hot access tier. So for example, in like images, if you have images on your website that needs to be rendered or needs to be served uh, on a regular basis, you would go with the hot access tier. But when you talk about the cool access tier, it's basically so it's for data that is infrequently accessed and also stored for at least 30 days. And for instance, you might have invoices for customers that need to be stored for a month, right? And in those cases, we would go um, for the second one, which is the cool access tier. And the last one is archive access tier, and that is basically uh, uh, for data that requires backups, like long-term backups. And in this tier, data is stored for at least 60 there's 180 days, or approximately six months, right? 6 months. And so this is for data that is rarely accessed. And so let's look at the considerations that apply to the different tiers that we have discussed. So only the hot and cool access tiers can be set at the account level. The archive access tier isn't available at the account level, right? So, and then hot, cool, and archive tiers can be set at the blob level during or after upload. And data in the cool access tier can tolerate slightly lower availability but still requires high durability, retrieval latency, and throughput characteristics similar to hot data. For cool data, a slightly lower availability, service level agreement, and higher access cost compared to hot data are acceptable trade-offs for low storage cost. And the last one is archive storage. Stores data offline and offers the lowest and this is important. This is really important. It's that it offers the lowest storage cost, but also the highest cost to rehydrate and access data. Right. So if you talk about hot offers the lowest cost to access data because you're accessing it frequently, right? But when you're talking about storage, long-term storage, that is archive storage.